Oh my God. We're live. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's see here. Good morning. Good morning to everybody pulling in on TikTok. Sorry, I am like non-machine compatible this morning, but I'm logged into YouTube. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Christine. Hi, Anna. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Allison. Good morning, Jackie. Hi, Jen. Hi, Janine. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Kate. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Freddie. Hi, Rosa. Good morning, Ricky. Hi, Ron. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Connie. Good morning, Rose. Hello. Hi, Stacy. Oh no. I hope you feel better soon. Good morning, Janelle. That's some dumb shiz just became a top one viewer. I'm off to a great start this morning. All right. Well, if you're new, welcome to Coffee and Magic. We are going to talk about the energy, and then we are going to do some sensory card pulls. Man, oh man. Hi, Jen. Hi, Nicole. Good morning. Good morning. We're just flowing today with all of the technical issues, which is also me waiting until the last minute. But I didn't see myself not being able to sign into YouTube this morning. That's never been a thing. So let's talk about the timeline shifts, my friends. Okay, so today is the 23rd. Did you see my freak out in my Instagram stories on the evening of the 21st? Because that's when my freak out started. But like the whole week was, oh my God. But I'd love to hear from you guys today. How are you feeling in this new timeline? I have lots of thoughts, obviously, but I want to hear how it's feeling for you. If you felt that shift for you personally, I know, like I did a poll on my Instagram, and a lot of you guys did feel the shift, which is not surprising at all. Um, but this particular timeline shift, I don't know. I think is probably one of the most pronounced ones I've felt in a while. So tell me how you feeling. I wouldn't say I've had trouble sleeping, but I'm not rested because I'm so busy while I'm sleeping. It's been busy, busy, busy. Um, very busy. Kate says, I'm interested in the cards today. I just let it go of some major toxicity, set a boundary to not be crossed again, feeling empowered. I love that for you. Love it for you. Jackie says, I was wacky this weekend, but today I feel a lot more solid and confident in myself. I also love that for you. That sounds great. All right. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Lisa. Gypsy says, long weekend. Friday had to put down my cat, then drive to Florida, drive back to Tennessee. Oof, that's a lot. I'm so sorry about your kitty cat. Ali says, feeling like I need to be very, very intentional with energy. That feels like a thing. Hello from Turkey. Hi, Stephanie. Rosa says, lots of dreams about traveling on spaceships. Willis says, I was emotional all week and exhausted, feeling better today. All right. Meta says, I'm calling it peaceful confusion, trying to stay present. Peaceful confusion. All right. Crystal says, old things show up, but the emotional response isn't charged and my head is clear. I love that. Um, Charlene, I'm not sure what your name is. Charlene, says, the Schumann resonance, which measures the Earth's natural vibration, has been all over the place this weekend. Brooke, good morning, Brooke. Ricky is doing the cha 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 and is excited about life. Also, congratulations on your engagement, Ricky. I saw that. Love it. Stacy says, I felt drained. Wild dreams. Yvonne says, great rising. Terrible weekend. My head is going to explode. My daughter was attacked at an event and the guy dislocated her shoulder. Oh my God. Is she all right? Oh, my goodness. Jen says, weekend was a lot of energy, but also I'm grounded more than in a long time. I've been exhausted for the past 3 weeks, Lisa says. Tiffany says, been busy in the dream realm, unable to remember dreams, but waking up with leg pains like I've been doing martial arts. Okay. Peaceful confusion. We're echoing that over here. Um, Janelle's having dreams about earthquake stands and holes in the earth. Jen is too. So that's a connect. Olivia says feeling energized and lots of good dreams. Good morning, Holly. I met up with a roommate from 25 years ago on Saturday. All right. All right. So wild times. Sending lots of healing energy to your daughter. That's so scary. Yes, Kate, I think Janelle, if I'm not mistaken, you said you had earthquake dreams, right? Kate saying, wait, earthquake dreams? Um, yeah. Jackie says, oh, my house lost power last night, and I kept thinking trees are down. Woke up and my next door neighbor has a tree across his driveway. Oh my God. Janelle says yes about the earthquake dreams, big splits in the earth because of them. Kate says, I traveled to California in last night's dream and there were earthquakes. Okay. So there's a connect for you on that one, Janelle. Yeah. Does anybody feel, besides Ricky, I know Ricky already said yes, she's doing the cha-cha-cha, but there's like a wave, like a stream, let's say, of excitement. And the excitement doesn't necessarily have a personality, I would say, but it's like something's happening, like finally, like the movement is here. And for those of us who have been like just kind of in a suspension for a while, like feeling something's about to happen, it's like the stuff is actually happening in actual real life. And I don't even really know how to I've been trying to do this, how to like properly convey to you what's been happening over here, because like I can't find the words because like things just keep happening and I'm like, oh my God, like, well, oh my God, like I'm just always like, oh my God. And it's everything that I've asked for actually happening. Um, and the other thing I wanted to try to explain to you though is how, do you know, I'm going to explain this like real messy and then hopefully we can like clean up the edges. You know what I'm saying? Um, do you know when you ask for something, right? But you don't recognize that you get it because it comes in a way that you don't count in your brain as receiving it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for example, imagine you're like, I require like, an X amount of money. I need this much money in my account for something. I really need that. But in your brain, you say the only way that it counts if I get that is if I like work for that in a specific way and it comes through. But then somebody gifts you that amount of money and you don't process it as having made that manifest because someone gave it to you and you feel like it doesn't count if you didn't like execute it from start to finish. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Do you understand the words I'm saying? Because it I've been noticing those things. And as I pay more attention to what's actually showing up versus how I have it show up, I'm able to kind of like go down my list of things and be like, oh, boom, 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 boom. Like it doesn't matter how it gets to you. And I know I say that to you guys all the time, but like it's different. It's different when it happens to me. No, but I mean it is. Like it's been so like boots on the ground learning these days. And like everything that's been a concept is no longer a concept. It's actually happening in real time. And it's like all of the time. I love it. So I think it's very magical. And I'm very excited in this energy because even though, like always, there's going to be the full range of human expression and emotion, so it's not always going to be rainbows and kitty cats, but like understanding that we are actually navigating this energy and like alchemizing within it is incredibly empowering. Don't you feel? It's like not everything doesn't have to be perfect, but you're kind of perfect. And the way that you're navigating the energy is. So everything else can just do what it wants to do. But like you're there. Somebody's saying, what if it is society falling? Well, I think that is a given. I think that is a given. So yeah, I'm here for it. This is definitely the vibe, you guys. So I want to remind you of something we talked about not today. It was a Monday, and I got on here and I said, put a pin in this day. Do you remember that? I said, put a pin in this day. It was the day that Mercury went retrograde because we were going to be circling back to that energy. Do you remember that? We're in it now. We're circling back to that energy now. So, whatever happened, whatever things came through for you on that day, I can't remember what day it was. I'm so sorry, but it was whatever day Mercury went retrograde. Let's see. Can I find it in my brain? Today is the 23rd. I don't know. Could it have been the 10th? Could it have been the 12th, 11th? I don't know. Either way, it was a Monday. It was a Monday. Whenever Mercury stationed retrograde. Um, I can't remember what day it was, like literally at all. But anyway, I told you to stick a pin in it. And that you would be revisiting that energy. And when you felt it and recognized it coming back in, how would you greet it? How would you receive it? How would you welcome it in or like not welcome it in? And so I want you to think about that today because we are and notice it. Notice it come through. And for example, for me on that day, it was a very there's a lot of things happening that day for me, but what I stuck a pin in for that day was the feelings that I was having. And they were really beautiful. They were like a coming together of relationships and just feeling like a sense of family and support and belonging. Thank you. Janine says it was May 10th. And that has come back around. That came back around for me yesterday. And I knew that it was coming. And so I'm telling you now, I'm welcoming that in. I'm like greeting it like a friend, right? Like that, like, was here and then left and is coming back. I'm like, I'm so glad you're here. Like, in the meantime, since you've been gone, I've set up your room for you. I have all your favorite snacks, and I want you to stay as long as you want to stay. Like, I'm so happy to have you here. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm throwing out for this energy to stay with me. And also, what have I done to make space for this energy to come back? Because that's what I wanted. I wanted this energy to come back and feel like it had a place to stay. And that's what I did. I did a lot of clearing out so that when that energy came back around, it can pop right in and feel like, oh, I can set up camp here. So maybe start to think about that for yourself. Um, we'll talk more in depth with my coffee and coaching friends that we actually set that intention. We'll talk more about that on Wednesday morning. But this is some big stuff, guys. It's a whole new way of navigating this energy, and it's redefining what manifestation means and taking it out of conceptual and into a very literal, normal practice of how you live your life. And it really is very empowering and it's very exciting at times. And I'm just really here for it. So wonderful. Lisa's asking, when will all this craziness start mellowing out? And I will say that it's not going to mellow out. The craziness is not going to mellow out. In fact, the collective insanity is going to reach higher and higher pitches, but you're not. And that's what I keep telling you guys. You're not in a spin. It's lots of things around you are spinning, not you. Now, reminder that Mercury stations direct around June 2nd. So we're still in that energy that we've been talking about where it's like, don't interrupt other people's spin cycles. They're not yours. And allow the things around you to move around and find where they need to go. Don't do anybody's lessons for them. Can't do that. And it's really hard, I know, but you have to let people do what they need to do and you focus on you and stay in your space because you're not spinning. I don't honestly I don't think any of my people are spinning at all. When I tap into my little inner sanctum, you're not spinning. People around you might be, but not you. So you're prepared. All right. So my friends, let's get to the cards. Enough of this talky. If you're new, we're about to do sensory card pulls. I'm going to show you 3 crystals. You've been doing crystals lately, and I'm going to show you 3 crystals. You pick the one that feels most resonant for you this morning. And then I'm going to pull 3 different pulls from this deck, from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck. And then I'll give you a message. Okay? I'll give you a message for today. All right. You ready? All right. First one. Tangerine Crystal. It's a tangerine quartz. That's what I meant to say. They're all crystals. Tangerine Quartz. Guys, okay. I was like, where did this go? All right. Clear quartz. And Angel Aura Quartz. Okay, so which are you picking? Drop it in the comments. You've got Tangerine Quartz, Clear Quartz, Angel Aura Quartz. Which one is calling you this morning? Got these 3. Pew, pew, pew. Do you see that? They're a vibe this morning. Okay, so Tangerine Quartz, Clear Quartz, Angel Aura Quartz. Okay. Now I'm shuffling. Yeah, this clear quartz point is like real good. When you see it in person, it has so many little portals in here, and it's got all the little coatings on the side. It's a good one. Pew, 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 pew. Also, tangerine is pretty amazing and has an excellent portal inside of it. So, also great. And look at that. It has a double terminated tip. That's what she said. This is a pretty awesome one too. So really can't go wrong. Let's see. Let's see what it is. So Tangerine Quartz, Clear Quartz, or Angel Aura Quartz. What are you feeling this morning? I'm pulling now, or shuffling now, and about to pull for Tangerine Quartz. Make sure I... Kate said she never said that. Oh, man. I have a like it, like when we start the day off with some dirty jokes, though. It just kind of, I don't know, it sets the tone for good things to come, right? Is that what she said? Goodness. Woo! Okay. Pew, pew, pew. All right. Just the tip. All right, friends. Tangerine Quartz, clear quartz, angel aura quartz. Which quartz did you pick? Make sure you have dropped it in the comments. I'm about to pull. I pulled for Tangerine Quartz. Coming at ya. We've got Tangerine, the Wind Fairy, Truth, and the Serpent. This is for Tangerine Quartz. Okay? Wind Fairy, Truth, and the Serpent. And, not for nothing, this is the different vibe than we had last week. Big time. As far as like the card vibes. So let's see what they have to say. Let's talk first about the Serpent. So, y'all, Kundalini energy right now, big time for you, for my Tangerine friends. And this is an opening and a clearing of all of your lower chakras, especially your sacral. So this energy coming through for you right now is activating within you a part of yourself that you may have really cut off from the whole. Like a lot of women do that, honestly, because we have a lot of mixed emotions that go into the lower chakras. However, with this Kundalini awakening, it's not necessarily a jolting, violent type of thing. It's an expansion into full self, which means an expansion into the full realm of your ability to create. This is your Kundalini energy. This is life force energy flowing through you in that amazing circuit pattern. Don't forget about this. This loops back to the message we were getting a lot in the past couple weeks about the full circuit of giving and receiving. If you are not a person who allows yourself to receive, you 100% have blocked lower chakras. I promise. It's kind of a thing. So with the energy moving through in that way, and with you learning to allow yourself to receive, you've opened space for this Kundalini awakening. Some of you may be feeling much more at home with your own sexual feelings, with your sexuality, with your sensuality, with your body, a sense of empowerment of being, if that makes sense. And this translates to many other areas, not just like, literal sex stuff, but it's a birthing of all of the things you're creating and removal of that block. So that's what the Serpent is talking about. Then you got the Wind Fairy and the Truth. And reminder, this is Tangerine. You have the Wind Fairy and the Truth. And the Wind Fairy this is really bringing in Gemini season. Okay. Gemini is an air sign and it's incredibly cerebral. It's very, very fast. It's very, very intelligent, and it will often skip over emotion in favor of exciting information. You know what I'm saying? So it's like more interested in bringing in more information than necessarily sitting down and going through that information. At this time, you're probably receiving an insane amount of information and downloads. And if you have any prominent Gemini placements, that's going to be even more. Most of my clients who have strong Gemini placements very much identify with being neurodivergent and specifically ADHD, having been told that you need to focus on one thing, but being completely unable to focus on one thing. And what I have to say to you about that is if you do have those strong Gemini placements and you feel like you're going a mile a minute, just remember you didn't come here to fix that. That's not a problem. It's possibly a problem for other people who are trying to understand you or control you, but it's not your problem. So you're a fast processor. Find other fast processors. Live long and prosper. Move away from the slow processors. If you're constantly around slow processors, you're going to feel like you need fixing. But if you're around a bunch of fast processors, you're just moving fast. Okay? So just remember that. It's not a problem. None of you are a problem. You just are this way or you are that way. And it just is what it fucking is. And it's like, be yourself. Find people who love you exactly as you are and do not require you to change for their comfort level. You've also got the truth, which is kind of what we already talked about here. And the truth of the matter is that the truth changes all the time. It is very subjective. And Gemini energy is not necessarily on a constant search for truth as it is on a constant search for information that pertains to meaning. Okay? So it's not necessarily the truth that you're after right now. It's information that pertains to meaning. It's enjoyable to search for those things and allow yourself to have that exploration. Okay? That is your Tangerine. Next up is clear quartz. Uh-oh, almost birthday twins, Janine and Angie. By the way, is the email situation working out for you guys? Because it's like almost like I'm new here and I just realized I can send out information through email as opposed to just my Instagram stories. But I sent out the playlist yesterday for Gemini season. Did you get it? And if you are not on that specific email list, just send me a DM. I'll put a link up at some point when I get to it. But you're not on it, Christine? Yeah, send me a message on Instagram. I need to put a linky on my link tree. But I made a new email list. Basically, if you are an active member of Inner Sanctum, you're on the email list. But if you're not, I didn't put you on there. So go on Instagram and send me a DM, and I will send you the link to be on that list. Because here's how I'm using it now. You know how sometimes I'm like, oh, guess what? I'm going live at 8:30 instead of 10, shit like that. I'll send it out in an email so that you can actually like get that faster. And then, things like the playlist and pop-up live channeling, which is going to be happening in June, is happening. Do you want to come? Like that kind of stuff. So it'll just be a more organized way of actually getting the information. And just also remember that you should be following me on Instagram if you're not already. I put a lot of information in my IG stories. I like using them. I post a few times a week regularly, but I put more things in the stories. So always check the stories. But I'm going to be doing the email thing. It's like I unblocked something. I had a block about the emails. It is what it is. All right. Clear quartz. Ooh, I just got hungry. Okay. Ooh, all three of these are animals. Okay. So this is going to be a message that you've heard before because I feel like I've said this before. I feel like we just talked about this on Friday. So you should enjoy hearing it again. All right. We've got the stag. See, you remember the stag? We've got the cow. And it's the cat. Wow. It's a full deck of animals this morning. Boom. Oh, Ali says, not the cow. Learn to receive. And then the cow will stop coming for you. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, the stag again. So I'm going to tell you the stag thing again. All right. This is well, we talked about, did we talk about this? Yes. Respect. This is respect. What elicits respect? Right? Well, I'm just going to tell you. Respecting yourself elicits respect, not requiring validation from anybody around you, but providing yourself with affirmation and validation. It's the thing. So you're getting the stag again because here is the thing. Life is giving you exactly what you need right now to really lean into this new way of being for yourself. However, it's very easy right now for you to lean into old behavior patterns, even though they don't feel good, because the new behaviors are not a pattern yet. And you haven't really fully tested them out. And sometimes you're tired and you just want to do what you just want to do, and you just want to act how you want to act. However, I deeply, deeply ask you to rethink that at this time. Right now is not the time to fall back into old behavior patterns because I swear, you guys, the second that you do it, you're going to manifest some shit that you do not enjoy. You will do it immediately. It's not something you can't fix and shift at any point in time. So there's that. But why do it if you already know you don't like it? If you've been doing something for 15 freaking years and for every minute of those 15 years, you haven't liked it, why are you still in that behavior mode? What do you think is going to happen differently by you choosing to tack on a 16th year to that cycle? And I say that with like all the love and grace in my heart because I'm saying it to myself too. Sometimes we need a long, long time, but I'm just positing, I'm offering to you that perhaps you're done and you're ready to step into all the rooms in your life with that sense of self respect. Self respect. Then we have the cat, which is going to come right on the heels of the stag. Meow, meow, meow. And the cat says, I don't do what I don't want to do. We've met cats, right? I don't do what I don't want to do. And quite honestly, when I get on here and I say stuff like that to you guys, there's this part of me that's like, it's a program that's like, what are you saying, Sarah? Like, are you saying that you shouldn't do things if you don't want to do them? Like, why would you say that to people? But then the other part of my brain says, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Don't do what you don't want to do. Have you tried that before? Because here's what I've noticed. I've been counseled that doing what you don't want to do is necessary to get what you want. Doing what you don't want to do is necessary to be a good mother, a good wife, a good woman, a good friend, a good whatever, good daughter. And I have to say that has never panned out for me. Doing what I don't want to do has never led to any type of satisfaction on my part. And I don't know how you're feeling about this, but I'm all set with that. I'm all set with feeling no satisfaction on my part. I'm ready to live in the pleasure center because too many people have said we're not supposed to do that, that my brain's like, that equals, that's probably exactly where we need to be. So the cat says, don't do what you don't want to do. The cat says, if you don't want to be pet, smack a bitch. Has your cat ever done that? Have you reached out to pet your cat and your cat's just like, boom? And what did you do when your cat did that? You said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I totally invaded your energy without your permission and I deserve that smack. You don't hate the cat. You're not mad at the cat. You understand the cat. And you check yourself and come back later and see if your cat wants a pet. And you also know if your cat does want to be pet, is probably going to come over to you and ask for one, right? Feel into cat energy. Cats are a whole vibe, especially right now. Right now. People respect cats. Some people don't like cats because of cats' boundaries, and that's something to note. Some people do not like cats because cats have boundaries and cannot be controlled by you. And if you're around a bunch of people who don't like cats because of that reason, that's a metaphor. Um, that's something to look at. If the people around you freak out when you put boundaries up, that's because they're used to siphoning off your energy and your boundaries make that more difficult for them. Okay, now you have the cow. And the cow says, what does the cow say? Cow says receive. Okay, that's your clear quartz message for today. Oh my God, I'm glad we're here today. I'm sorry, I just totally spaced out. Did you notice that? Okay, so it's Monday, May 23rd. We're doing the next live channeling on Sunday. Mark your calendar. I'll put it on all the things and I'll send out an email. I'll send out a damn email. So if you're not on the email list, send me a DM on Instagram as soon as you can, so that, because I'm going to send out this email this morning. Channeling is going to be Sunday. I think it's going to be at 6 p.m. Something like that. I'll decide. That's going to be new moon live channeling. Starting this time, things are going to be changing with live channeling. I'm changing everything again. And so you'll just see what that is when I do it. But I'm just letting you know. I can't wait. I'm very excited. Okay. So anyway, I don't know what date that. I think it's the 29th. I think it's May 29th, Sunday is live channeling. But like I said, if you're not on the email list, DM me on Instagram so I can put you on there. And I'm going to send out the email this morning for live channeling so you can pop it on your calendar. Okay. Angel aura. Yeah, I mean, Gypsy, listen. It is how we are. So if you ooh, Jesus. Don't worry about that. I'm sending an email for that purpose. Gypsy says, I can barely tell what day it is or what state I'm in. We'll try for Sunday. Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like Monday. So Sunday is like several universes away. But I just remembered and I wanted to tell you because that is a thing that's happening. All right. Listen, Angel Aura Quartz people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Whoa. Who did this? Who picked this? I'm not like mad at you or anything, but I'm just curious who picked Angel Aura Quartz. I will remind you on Friday for sure. This is me waiting. Hi, Melody. How do I do that? Like, who is it? Which one of you? It's a lot of you. All right, listen. That's fine. We're gonna roll. You want to see this? I'm gonna show. Okay. All right. It's fine. It's no problem. Okay. Here's the wasp again. Here's fear. And here's the earth fairy. And here's my new tattoo. Mm. Okay. So friends, um I got distracted by that because like I can't ever see it, like I can't see it, and but then I'm like, "Ooh, I can see it. I can see it this way." Ooh. Okay. Let me focus on this again. Mhm. So, you have the wasp again. Have you gotten the wasp before? Because I think you have. So let's talk about it. The wasp comes through when you are like when you've done a major shift, dude. Like you like boom, like oh my god, like amazing. And the people around you are making you feel a feels about it because you're making them feel small because of your bigness. And I'm just going to say again, this is the same message as that other card. If you're around a bunch of people that require you to be smaller for their own comfort, you're around the wrong people. And sometimes that means your circle gets incredibly small. Sometimes you are your circle. And you know what? I would much rather be my own circle than be surrounded by a bunch of people who are only satisfied when I am as small as fucking possible. It's not a thing. It's not okay. No, no. Please take this message to heart because this is foundational energy right now. You're sinking in to the energy you want. So hold your freaking horses. Don't despair. Don't sit around saying, like, oh my God, but like then I have nobody around me. Who fucking cares? Why would you want people around you just to say you have people around you if they make you feel like shit every single day? Don't worry about that. Let them go. I promise you, as you let that energy float on by, you will be found by people who not only see you, they support you, they love you, and they want to be with you. And they're doing their own work, so they don't require you to feed them with your energy. It's amazing. Okay? This is coming up a lot because you may not be getting this message fully. Okay. They also have the fear. And this actually ties into this as well. So, we kind of talked about it, but like, let's talk about it more. So, the fear is popping up because there's this like voice in the back of your head, most likely, that is telling you that there's something wrong with you if people don't want to be friends with you anymore. And that's scary. There's something in the back of your head that's saying, choosing myself can't be the right way. Choosing myself can't be right because that's selfish. And maybe what I need to do is like be more of service to people, be better, be whatever it is they need. And then I'll be accepted and loved. It's fear. And anything rooted in fear, it has the illusion of being really strong, but it's actually very weak. Fear is a weak emotion. And I don't mean it's weak to feel scared. I don't mean it's weak to feel fear. I mean that as far as having substance, it's very ephemeral. It is powered by the mind. Okay? So you control that. You control the fear reaction. You just may not know that. But the second that you know it, the illusion is gone. So ask yourself what is actually scary? What is actually scary? Is it just not knowing? Is it the idea of being alone, of not having people around you? What is it? Ask yourself those questions because right now is not the time to continually put yourself around people whose energy is draining you. It's not a good time for that. There's going to be plenty of time for dipping down into lower frequencies later on in a way that will not kind of like wreck you the way it is going to do now. Let that be for later. We'll talk about it later. It's like not during retrograde. Keep your energy here. We also have the Earth Fairy, and this is all about your body. So we'll talk about that briefly. For some of you, we hit Gemini season like 2 seconds ago, and as soon as we hit Gemini season, it felt very difficult to ground into your body. And for if you're that person who has felt like, ooh, I just got pulled right out of my body, it's like this energy makes me feel very floaty. Ask yourself a few questions here. Is it okay for you to be floaty right now? Does it feel like there's a purpose to it? Are you actually not in your body, or is your version of grounding a very floating type of feeling? Ask yourself where you're at with that. But your body is here to be asked questions and to be listened to. So tap into your body. How are you feeling? What do you need? How are you feeling? What do you need? And then little by little, when your body starts responding, try to listen. Like try to give your body what it's asking for without being, like, whatever. Being grounded is a very subjective situation that we've been conditioned, I think definitely when we talk about grounding, to think of it in a specific way. But it's not, because most people, when they think of grounding, they think of earth energy, right? And if you do a grounding meditation, typically you're going to like imagine your feet on the ground with like roots going into the ground, rooting you down to earth. That doesn't feel good to everybody. For some people, that feels amazing. For other people, it doesn't. It really depends on your energetic composition. So, you as a grounded person might be very floaty. That's your grounded. The question is, are you in your body? That is the only question. You don't have to be rooted into earth. You don't have to be heavy and slow and connected like a tree. You are whatever, elemental composition that feels best for you. But being grounded simply means being able to be inside of your body and to feel good there. So if you're looking to ground yourself in Gemini energy, you might ask yourself, what elements make you feel like you're in your body? For some, it's water. For some of my clients, this is interesting, it's being on a higher position. So like going for a hike and finding yourself at a high vantage point where you can then look down feels very grounding for them. For others, it's being around fire. For some, yeah, visualizing, roots like a tree or connecting with tree energy feels really good and gets them in their body. But you have to find what feels most resonant for your elemental composition and not compare yourself to an earth sign if you're not an earth sign. We love to use earth signs as kind of like the basis for everything, and it's not helpful for those of us who don't have major earth placements, because it's just not going to feel good. I am mostly fire and water, and I do feel wonderful sometimes when I connect with tree energy. But my baseline of like how my energy is most comfortable is not grounded like that. I am very fast. I'm moving all the time in my brain. Like, I'm just like thinking all the time. Like that's how I am. And fire and water, feeling, moving, hot, water, boom, 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 right? Like not a solid slow down situation. So if I try to slow myself down, it doesn't feel good. What feels good to you? And that's all you need to know. There's no right or wrong here. What makes you feel good in your body? That is your angel aura quartz for this morning. Friends, it's been a pleasure connecting with you today. I'm going to ask for your help with something. I'm going to be shifting the way that I do things for a little while here at Sarah Amala, which is going to mean a lot more open to the public content. I'd like to get things shared more. And so I'm asking you, as we move forward, if something's resonated with you, to share it. to like posts, to do that kind of thing, because that helps me so much. So live channeling is happening on Sunday. If you're not on my email list, if you haven't gotten an email in the past couple days, make sure you DM me on Instagram as quickly as you can this morning, because I'm sending out an email with information about the live channeling and all of that. I love you. Have an amazing Monday. You're doing so great. Your energy is incredible. Remember, you're not spinning. You're not spinning. Everything else is spinning. As things become more chaotic, you're going to find your center. I promise you that. It is happening right now. I will be back on Friday, I think at 10. Otherwise, I'll see my coffee and coaching friends on Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I wonder how I end it. Okay.